great time in Orlando in terms of preparation for the game, and obviously our kids being part of this great community. Um, with that being said, we're excited about our opponent, obviously, excited to be here, and looking forward to the challenge.
All right, if you could raise your hand, we'll get a mic to you for questions. Start front row, second row left, right.
Chris Ballas with the Wolverine. Coach, can you just talk about the receivers a little bit and the challenge of us stopping those guys?
Well, they're pretty good now. We've got a nice group. It sounds like Devontae Smith is back at practice, so that just enhances their ability to get down the field. Jerry Jeudy, obviously, Bolitnikoff winner a year ago. Ruggs, Waddle, and Michi with some of the injuries that they've dealt with, has made a name for himself as a young guy as well. So we understand the challenge that's in front of us. We're confident in our ability. We'll have to, you're not going to beat them one way. You're going to have to play a number of different coverages. And, we're confident in our ability to do that.
A couple rows back, still on the right.
Aaron Suttles, The Athletic. When you look at Mac Jones, their quarterback, how does he change their offense? How do they look different other than Tua?
To be quite honest, I don't think they've changed all that much. I think they've stayed systematically right on track to where they want to be. He does a great job of getting the ball out quick, which is obviously a trait for their offensive football team, as they want to get it out quick. So, I don't know if he's changed it all that much, but he's certainly been efficient and has certainly kept them playing at an elite level for sure.
Stay on the right, a couple more rows back.
Coach, Luis Torres with the Orlando Sentinel. Going back to their wide receivers, in terms of the amount of talent they have over the years, where do you think they kind of rank over the wide receivers you've kind of faced since you've been coaching college football?
Boy, I'm going to have to say top 3 to 5. One year at BC, we had Sammy Watkins and company when we faced Clemson. And, I would think this group might have some similar traits. But the bottom line is when you have 4 of them, that makes it a significant challenge because you got to be strong at all your defensive back positions, and your linebackers got to be in sync in the coverages that we'll utilize. So this is probably the deepest group across the board, but seen individual talent like these guys in the past.
We have any more questions for the Michigan defense? Over on the left.
AP Stedham, WHEP, AM and FM, Foley, Alabama. Coach, what have you seen from Najee Harris through the season, how he's developed?
Well, he's probably the best jump cut guy I've seen. In meeting him when he was a senior in high school, to see his development physically, he's certainly taken his physicality to a different level. But the thing that I'm most impressed with is his ability to change direction and jump cut and be in the strong side A gap, end up in the backside B gap, or vice versa. So a good back, a guy that we're going to have to tackle for sure. You're not going to be able to one-arm whip him down on the ground. It's not one of those type of guys. He's kind of a throwback because of his size and strength.
Back over on the right, 3 rows back.
Ashley Bastock, the Toledo Blade. Don, just in the week since the Ohio State loss, what has this group's response been, and what have you seen from them in bowl camp?
We've moved on from that. I mean, obviously, you can't let a significant loss like that linger. If you let it linger, then it's one loss leads to 2 losses, And I think our guys have done a good job of just putting that behind us and focusing on what's in front of us. We've got a great challenge coming up here next Wednesday, and you know, that's why our 100% focus.
Couple more rows back on the right.
For Hudson, what would you think about Najee when you see him on tape?
I think he's a very good player. Just like Coach Brown, I knew him from recruiting his senior year when he came to Michigan for his official visit. But I really think he's a good player. I really think he has speed, he has power, and he has a really good jump cut. He knows his offense well, and he can see the hole, very quickly. So I think he's a very good back, and it's going to take our whole team, our whole defense to be able to slow him down and stop him.
Over on the left.
Aria Gerson, the Michigan Daily. So after, what happened against Ohio State, how are you preparing to face a team with a similar level of, offensive talent?
Well, I mean, obviously, after every game, you always go ahead and evaluate what went right, what went wrong. Is it human error? Is it schematics error? So you go through those processes, and you set your game plan for for a new opponent, and you try to, fortify your weaknesses and play to your strengths. So, we got to get back. We went 8 weeks in a row with giving up about 11 points a game. We got to get back to that style of play, and we still have to maintain our own identity, but at the same time be ready to adjust to the strengths of our new opponent, which is Alabama.
Last question, your second row right.
Coach, who are some of the young guys in bowl practices that you have seen make a leap?
I'm going to let Cleek answer that one. Go ahead, bro. I'll give you that one.
Guys who's taking the leap is DJ Turner. He's doing really well. Zach Charbonnet's doing really well, as he's been doing throughout the whole season. Mike Sainstrel is doing really well. Mozzie Smith is really stepping up and handling his business. And, guys like Anthony Solomon, just all the freshmen really, to me, they're really starting to hone in the defense and really starting to know what they're doing. And it's starting to show because it's allowing them to be able to move faster, be able to think faster, and just be able to be in practice, just doing what they do, and that's making plays.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.